At what point do you think we see Dwayne Haskins here? What has to happen first?
Well, first of all, I think that it depends a little bit on Cole McCoy. I believe he's going to work this week. He's not been put on IR. So if Case Keenum, something happens to him and he can't go, I think the next alternative would be Colt. And then it would be Dwayne. I just can't see where it makes a lot of sense to rush Dwayne out on the football field because people want to see him play. Coaches evaluate, and maybe the evaluation is he's not quite ready yet. I mean, there's and everybody says, well, look what Daniel Jones did in New York, and look at what is happening with him. Two different scenarios. Daniel's played 30 football games in college. Dwayne's only played 13 football games at Ohio State. The speed of this game is entirely different than it is at the college level. And we're struggling, running the football, which you really need from a support standpoint. I think when the Giants went with Daniel, they figured, well, Saquon will be there, and we can lean on him a little bit to transition the young man in. We haven't had the ability to be able to do that, even though Adrian continues to pound and pound and pound. We just haven't got the yards out of it. So I would venture to say it would be the latter part of the year, if at all, maybe the last quarter of the year, if at all.
What about Jay Gruden's future? I think he even said at the start of the year, if we don't make the playoffs, then I'm not going to be the head coach here. Do you think that?
Yeah, I think he said a little tongue-in-cheek, Dan, but
okay.
I think it's, but it isn't tongue-in-cheek. I think he realizes that, he has to produce in this year. But once again, we are leading the National Football League on players on IR. 3 games, 11 guys on IR. The last 2 years, it's been, before this year, it's been like 46 guys on IR. I mean, there are ones in the National Football League and there are twos. And if you're playing with twos against ones, you're not going to win a lot of football games. I think there's a lot of pressure on Jay. I mean, I thought there was a lot of pressure last week against Chicago, but going to play the New York Giants in New York, where you wouldn't say that they're a juggernaut or even competing for the title in this division, but if they don't show up and play a good football game and win this football game, the heat will go up even higher than it is right now. And it's up pretty high now.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune into Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV. Stream for free on BR Live or download the Dan Patrick Show app.